Hello, I am Flash Isaac. This is Flash Learners. You are now watching 120 Days to JAMB. This is a series containing 120 videos to prepare you for JAMB. Each episode of the series contains introduction, outline, detailed class, questions, and homework for you. The questions and homework are from the Flash Learners JAMB application. Install Flash Learners JAMB app today to access all the free features. Click Activate and scroll to Buy Activation Key to get access to the golden features. Don't be scared, the app is affordable. Do you have trust issues? Simply chat me directly on Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Telegram for installation and activation instruction. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take off. This is episode number 6 of the 120 Days to JAMB Physics with Flash Isaac. From this episode, we shall start following the JAMB Physics syllabus in ascending order. In episode 1, I was able to introduce physics. I explained the concept of physics, matter, and antimatter, which is energy. Then, from episode number 2 to episode number 5, I discussed and solved questions under linear motion. Do you know why? 90 out of every 100 candidates answering questions under motion in physics, they fail it. They fail questions under motion. Because of that, JAMB sets motion questions every year. Out of the 90 candidates who fail questions under motion, 80 of them don't know that they failed. According to them, they've killed JAMB. Because you see a question, you substitute, bring out equations of motion, you will get answer. Anyhow you do it, answer must come. So you won't even know whether you are right or you are wrong. You say, okay, I've killed JAMB. But JAMB actually killed you. Then the other 10 that failed questions or that failed questions under motion, or yes, the other 10, they feel we are not given velocity, we are not given time, we are not given this. So they feel the question is not correct or the question is not complete. So that was the reason I gave the critical stuff you need to know under linear motion so long JAMB is concerned. Make sure you watch those episodes over and over again. Back to basics. The first thing JAMB expects you to know in physics is measurements and units. In physics, we have a lot of quantities referred to as physical quantities. Any quantity that can be measured is a physical quantity. And out of that physical quantities, some are fundamental, while some are derived. Fundamental quantity, they are on their own. They don't depend on any other quantity. So they are independent of any other quantity. And these fundamental quantities, they have their own unit. So they don't depend on any other unit. We also have derived quantities. These derived quantities, as the name implies, they are from fundamental quantities, which means they get their formula, they get their units from the fundamental quantities, and they are gotten by merging 2, 3, or more fundamental quantities. Then each of these quantities, they have their dimensions, the way we represent them. Dimension is different from units. The 3 main fundamental quantities are length, mass, and time. But looking at all the fundamental quantities, you use this shortcut or this to remember them. Meter squared, where m is mass, E is electric current, or you say current, T is temperature, A is amount of substance, Then L, one of the L stand for length. The second L stand for luminous intensity, which is measured in candela. For every quantity, you have unit. The unit of mass is kilogram. That is the standard unit. We have other smaller ones, grams, milligrams. Then current, the unit of current is ampere, or current is measured in amperes. A, temperature, Kelvin. We also have Celsius and Fahrenheit scale of temperature. Amount of substance is in mole. Length is in meter. We have centimeter, millimeter, decimeter, and liter. So this you are seeing here, they are the fundamental quantities. They are quantities that don't depend on any other quantities. And these are their units. For every quantity, you have dimension. For example, looking at the three main fundamental quantities, the dimension for mass is capital M, the dimension for time is capital T, the dimension for L is capital L. How do we measure the three main fundamental quantities, which are length, mass, and time? To measure length, you use the meter rule, the vernier calipers, or micrometer screw gauge. And volume is length times length times length. You can measure volume using cylinder. The units of volume are centimeter cube, or millimeter cube, or meter cube, depending on the unit you are dealing with. What is meter rule? What is vernier calipers? And what are micrometer screw gauge? What JAMB expects you to know about meter rule is that it is an instrument or a device used to measure length. And it measures to 2 decimal places in centimeter, which means you can only have 0.01 centimeter or 0.0 something centimeter. It should not be more than that. Any measurement more than that is not by a meter rule. Accuracy of meter rule is 1 millimeter or 0.1 centimeter. That is the smallest gradation. The written accuracy of a meter rule is 0.5 millimeter or 0.05 centimeter. This is what it means. If I give you something to measure, if that thing is 10 millimeter, the error or if you measure it using meter rule, you get the measurement plus or minus 0.5 millimeter, which means 10.5 millimeter or 9.5 millimeter. That is if 10.5 minus 0.5 is 9.5. That is the meaning of plus or minus. Either there is addition of 0.5 millimeter error, or it is reduced by 0.5 millimeter. So that is the range of errors you can get in a meter rule. A meter rule is used for long lengths. Then vernier calipers. JAMB expects you to know that a vernier caliper is an instrument used to measure length. It has 2 scales. One of the scale is called main scale. The second one is referred to as vernier scale. The main scale is fixed. The vernier scale is movable, which means calipers have fixed and movable scales. The second scale, which is the movable scale, measured 1/10 of the main scale. Therefore, if the main scale is 0.1 centimeter, the vernier scale is 0.1 divided by 10. That is 0.01 centimeter. It is used for internal and external diameter of round objects. That is what vernier caliper is used for. Internal and external diameter of round objects. To measure like balls, you can measure ball using vernier caliper. Then pipe. As you can see, pipe has round outside and round inside. That internal diameter, external diameter of that round object can be measured using vernier caliper. And the written accuracy of vernier caliper is when you say, let the vernier scale minus the main scale over vernier scale. Any answer you get is accuracy. And vernier caliper measures to 2 decimal places in centimeter. And it is 10 times more accurate than the meter rule. The similarity between them right now is that both meter rule and caliper, they measure up to 2 decimal places in centimeter. But while meter rule has only 1 scale, the vernier caliper has 2 scales. And the accuracy of vernier caliper is the measurement plus or minus 0.1 millimeter, which means it is far more accurate than meter rule, which gets the measurement plus or minus 0.5 millimeter. So this error is bigger than this error, which is 0.1 millimeter or plus or minus 0.01 centimeter. Then micrometer screw gauge, on the other hand, is also an instrument used for measuring length. It measures to 3 decimal places in centimeter. This is what differentiates it from the meter rule and the vernier caliper. These two guys measure to 2 decimal places in centimeter, but micrometer screw gauge measures up to 3 decimal places in centimeter. And the reason accuracy of micrometer screw gauge is the main scale divided by vernier scale reading, which means it also has 2 scales like the caliper. Therefore, the similarity between caliper and screw gauge is that they have 2 scales. Micrometer screw gauge is used to measure external diameter of round objects, and thickness of thin objects like small rod, external diameter of round objects, and thickness of thin objects like rod. So caliper, both external and internal diameter. Screw gauge, only external diameters. If you understand all these I've said so far, it means when it comes to measurement, you are good to go, or you are trying. Fundamental derived dimensions. And in experiments, we make mistakes. There are errors. Even explaining these meter rules, we discover that it is not 100% accurate. They make errors, just that some of them are more accurate. For micrometer screw gauge, it measures the measurement plus or minus 0.1 millimeter or the measurement plus or minus 0.01 centimeter, which is also very accurate like the vernier caliper. How do you now account for errors? How do you check errors in measurement? How do you put measurement in standard form or significant figures? When you have errors, error is simply the measured value over the minus the actual value, you get your errors. So that is it for measurements and units. In the next episode and next 2 episodes, we shall be solving questions under measurements and units. But now, let's take a look at one question before we end this episode. By the way, for your assignment, open the Flash Learner Jam app, click on question search, then search measurements and units. So answer the questions you can answer. If you have any problem, reach me on any of my social handles. Now take a look at this question before we leave. The instrument used for accurate measurement of the internal and external diameter of a pipe is dash. This is a question from the Flash Learner's Jam application. Now, this question gives you a lot of suggestions, a lot of ideas. It says external and internal, or internal and external. Out of these 3, the only instrument that measures internal and external is caliper. Then secondly, it says diameter of a pipe. What is pipe? Pipe has a round part, which means pipe is round object. And the instrument that measures the internal and external diameter of round objects is the vernier calipers. A. Vernier calipers. B. Micrometer. C. Spherometer. And D. Meter rule. Option A is correct. So, see you in the next episode.